What's going on, everyone? So, Kevin Williamson is getting in on the Scream 7 posts. He just posted the title card, as well as "'Tis the Season," and then also it says "Coming Soon" on the post. What is coming soon? Is he speaking generally about Scream 7? We're 5 months out. It kind of feels a little too, hey, we're I don't know if that's coming soon, right? Like what is the threshold and timeline for coming soon? Is it a month, a week, a year, half a year, right? Like what is that considered, right? But nonetheless, Kevin Williamson, at least just putting stuff out there. Look, we're in spooky season. I've talked about this very heavily. At the time of this video uploading, right, it is October 11th. So we are, basically a third of the way through the year, through the month. And we haven't gotten anything. We're getting, the Ghostface Fortnite skin. That's cool. They've done a couple things over the last, month, such as, the Reese's commercial collab, but that appears to be just a UK exclusive. Somebody told me that it was just a UK exclusive, and I've had a bunch of people that I know live in America, live in the States, all say that they haven't been able to find it. I haven't been able to find it or see it. So I'm assuming that that's what that is. But we got the Ghostface voice changer on TikTok, obviously the Fortnite skin, but it just kind of feels a little underwhelming, right? Like, I'm not saying that they have to release the trailer right now. And look, maybe, in a week, maybe, this upcoming week, right, we get a bunch of stuff, right? Maybe it's the snowball effect. We get one thing and then it's just boom, here we go. And they just start releasing and pumping out a bunch of stuff. And it's like, everyone grab on and let's go down this roller coaster. That's very real. It's very possible that ends up being the case, but it's a little kind of like, all is kind of quiet right now. And I've seen people be like, Matthew Lillard has said a lot, but, Kevin Williamson hasn't really said much. Nev hasn't really said much, but a couple things about that too. Cause like I said, I've gotten that in like a couple live streams, a couple comments in general. You got to keep in mind, Matthew Lillard, and one is just super excited and stoked to be back in some capacity, but really it's all the cons. Right? Like, I've seen people, hey, Courtney Cox hasn't mentioned anything. Sid, Nev hasn't really said much. Kevin Williamson hasn't said much. Well, now you got this post from Kevin Williamson, but also you got to keep in mind, Matthew Lillard is almost pretty much every weekend going to different conventions and stuff like that. Nev, she does them like randomly, periodically. Courtney Cox, I think, has only done like two or three, something like that. Like, she almost never does them, if I'm not mistaken. I know David Arquette's done a couple, but Matthew Lillard, he loves the con scene, right? So him and Skeet Ulrich and all of the, like, they're the ones that are there regularly. So, Matthew Lillard has kind of evolved into the spokesman, right? The spokesperson for this upcoming Scream movie. So that's something to kind of keep in mind as well. But just in general, right? Like, again, can we get some type of, even just a teaser? It doesn't have to be anything crazy. It could literally just be like a 15-second teaser of like Ghostface like creeping in from the darkness or something, and then just like slashes through and it says Scream 7, and watch everybody just lose their minds. I mean, people lost their minds over the title card, and it just says Scream with a slash through it. It's not even anything crazy, right? So like, you have the literal title card that is, this super hype, super excited type thing. And it's just, I don't know why they wouldn't try to kind of capitalize, especially in this month. You're talking about the month of October. You're talking about, Halloween time, all that's, it's so important and vital to this, to the successes. I'm not saying that they have to, market to the level of Scream 5, right? Scream 5 was, I mean, literally every other day we were getting something, whether it was a poster or, and they, doing the committee. But it's just like, if you were ever going to start marketing, it would be this month. And like I said, I don't want to come down too hard yet, because again, we still have 20 days in the month at the time of this video posting. So, there's still a lot that could happen. And like I said, all it takes is one day, and it's just like, boom, all of a sudden it starts snowballing. I've seen a lot of people talk about, oh, it's going to be on Black Phone 2 and all these things. Like, again, don't get your hopes up. Because look, we've heard 5 different movies that it's supposed to be attached to. We've heard, 5 different dates that it's supposed to come out. Look, the only thing we know for certain, the only thing I can say confidently, like without a doubt, is we're gonna get one between now and February 27th, right? Like that I can say confirmed. We're gonna get one between now and the start of the movie. But when is that? Again, like I just feel like nobody really knows. Everyone's guess is as good as the next, and everyone has their dates and their speculation, and somebody's gonna be right, because it's just like if every day I wake up and say the trailer's dropping today, right? Eventually, I'm gonna be right. I might have been wrong the other 100 days, but that 101st day I was right. It's like the end of the world, right? Like, oh, I'm prepping for the end of the world. It's like, well, eventually you'll be right? Like, eventually everything will go to an end. Like, it's just like, that's how I kind of feel about this Scream trailer situation. It's just like every day we hear something, oh, it's going to be attached to this, there's going to be this, there's going to be that. And, eventually somebody's going to be right. And they're going to be like, see, I told you it'd come out this day. And it's like, did you really know? Or did you just, you were the 101 person, type thing. But just, again, it's good to see things like Kevin Williamson hyping up the film, kind of just putting stuff out there. Again, these little subtleties, right? Let the free marketing create itself and write itself, right? Like, let myself and all the other content creators and just people in general, even if you're not a content, like, even little things, right? Like Scream 5 did a bunch of commissions with like creepy duck art and stuff. You know how much how far that went? People get so excited. Every little thing, like I said, we got a little title card, and people act like the movie just came out, right? Like, because we're all excited, we're on edge, we're on the edge of our seat, excited, waiting for this film to actually drop. So just like do right, get use this month in the rightful manner. I mean, we're in Scream season, right? We're in horror season, period. We're in spooky time. Now's the time to really get things done. Now's the time to start promoting and doing those things. So I like that Kevin Williamson, threw out a little promo there, just getting something simple, and hopefully this is kind of the first sign. Hopefully the coming soon is we're getting the trailer or something like that. Because is it really the movie? Right? Does he really mean the movie that's 5 months away? Just saying. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. What do you think? If you feel what your thoughts, agree with me, disagree with me, kind of mix in the middle. However you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel. What are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.